So let's chat a little bit about, so in this video, I wanted to go over just how, for me at least, the parentification piece manifests itself, how it pops up in my day-to-day, both professionally and personally, because it is with me all the time. I would say for me, I am a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to so many things in my life. I'll give you an example. We recently came back from a trip to Portland, and the trip was on Saturday. I started packing on Monday, the Monday before that Saturday, because I feel like when I prepare and when I get everything ready, I know that I'm not going to forget anything. So I literally started packing that Monday, and I didn't leave for another, 5 days? So yeah, that's a good example. I didn't forget anything because, again, this is like a ritual for me. But what I'm learning is I have a lot of safety rituals that I do that make me feel comfortable, that make me feel safe. So there's a lot of those in my life. I tend to be a perfectionist at work as well. I usually will get imposter syndrome very easily when I'm at work because I feel like I am not worthy. I feel like I need to earn people's appreciation and their respect. Like I have to work so hard to earn that. They don't just give it to me. I also feel like I am a people pleaser to the end of the earth. I will do whatever I can. And I feel like for me, just with people in general, I feel like I have to earn that same type of thing with the professional side, right? I have to earn people's appreciation and earn their love and show you all the things I can do, right? Check this out. Watch me do this. Watch me, clean this house so good that it's spotless, right? And that is such a sad place to be. It breaks my heart because I have always been that way. And like when I think that I'm not doing enough, I will work, 10 times harder. I will work 60 hours a week and I will plug away because I feel like being busy is going to get me to where I need to be, which is totally not true. I have a hard time being present and in the moment. I am always in my head thinking about the future or thinking about the past. I feel like for me, saying no is so hard. I feel like and I hear this and it's so true, but it's just so hard for me. But no is a complete sentence. You don't have to have a reason why you say no. So that is one of the ones that I'm still dealing with, even to this day. I'm, again, 42 years old, and it's a challenge, when somebody asks for something and I don't want to let them down. I don't want them to look at me in a way that's like, oh, she's letting me down. I think that's probably the biggest piece. I don't like letting people down. I don't like when you have an expectation and I do not meet that. And it's just so exhausting. And I'm sure you can relate to that because it just, you have to be this person, and it's so hard and it's so tiring. And I know that there's so many times where I say I just want to be, I don't even know what that would look like. And my boyfriend that I'm with now for the past 3 years, so he once told me, he said, you're so easy to love. It's so easy to love you. And that was really eye-opening for me because I don't know if I've ever heard that before. And I never thought that was possible. I never thought that was possible for someone just to love you. Like I always thought you have to earn it, or you have to, show them that you're this and that you're that and and you can do this and you can do that, right? But so that was really special because I needed to hear that so bad. But yeah, I feel like that's something that I grapple with every day, is just that feeling of unworthy. And I think we all have these invisible scripts and things that we tell ourselves. And for me, it's yeah, that I have to earn it. And that I have to be this like source of strength because and that's another thing that I feel like I'm responsible for other people's emotions. And I know logically that's not the case, right? But you know, the feeling, and that's another thing that I'm working on, is really identifying feelings. I feel like I always go to thoughts, right? So anytime my therapist is like, how does that make you feel? And I would say like, well, I think, you know, this, and that. So it's just the natural spot for me is to go there, right? To go to the thoughts and go to the thinking. Because I think feeling can be a little uncomfortable. And so I think that we need to get better at being comfortable, being uncomfortable, right? Is that how it is? Finding comfort in the discomfort. So that's part of it as well. But there's a lot, you know, and there's so much that, again, I never really correlated it to the parentification piece. I always just assumed that was a byproduct of the other trauma that I faced, and that really wasn't the case. So yeah, so we're in it. I mean, like I said, and I'll be saying that throughout this whole channel, because it's you know, it's like, well, when are you going to be healed? You know, and it's not really that easy, right? So I think the first step is to really have a good understanding that, you know, there's still work to do. We all still have work to do, right? And understanding that, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, I think the first step with anything, right, is being conscious of it and understanding that, hey, yes, I do these things. I want to change these things. Again, therapy is super important. I encourage that for everybody. It's been a godsend for me, not just with this particular issue, but other issues that I've had in my past. So definitely recommend that. But yeah, I think I just wanted to kind of go over a few things to let you know, hey, this is how I see it. And there's a lot more qualities that I'm sure I'm going to come out with and tell you, my little sweetheart over here. But yes, so we'll dive into it a little bit more, but I just kind of wanted to show you how it shows up for me, at least, and then kind of go from there. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I see you, and you deserve all the good things.